Welcome back to Avernum 2. As requested, I did those two battles as promised. However, I am way back here in Silvar because I realized that we've gained a few levels since the time that we have been fighting in those Empire lands. So, we've gained a lot of levels. Oh, look, holy crap. Okay, so we need to figure out, alright, what can we do to get more powerful, because we've not been hitting as hard as I would like. So, let's base chance of hitting. It's not as if I don't hit them, it's just I don't hit them hard enough. So I want to hit harder. And I want to hit harder. Harder, I tell you. Hit it harder. And then that's probably about it for him. So a nice little strength increase. Because really that's been my main problem, is not hitting hard enough. So that'll be good. As for you, yeah, base chance of hitting. Act sooner on combat. Hit more often. Let's give him a nice dex increase, endurance increase, as I can, so that's good. Now, you... what spells do you know? You know up to Arcane Blow, so if I can get you up to 18 on mage spells, I can finally start using those. However, now I can use Arcane Shield, which will make people very difficult to damage, which is good. This will be a very good buff spell to use later. And because I want to get to Arcane Blow sooner, I will hold off on upgrading anything else. We'll go here, you know priest spells, you know up to Divine Host, which needs a minimum of... what can I get you to? 15, 16... I can now get you to Divine Warrior, which is okay. Mr. Mighty Warrior, better in every way. So, while we can't get to these, we did get to this one. So, we've got some really helpful spells from our little training adventure, which is good. We just need more level ups in order to, you know, get better in general. So now we should hit harder in combat. We should hit harder, move a bit fast, and whatnot. Which is really, really good and something we've been desperately needing. Now, as for my next move, I would wish to, if I can figure out where I'm going here. Pardon me, I have a stuffy nose today. There was a town down south. Let me just... No. I have nothing to say. I have nothing to talk to you with. Neither do I have anything to talk to with you. All these people wanting to talk to me. Stop talk. I didn't want to go in here. But there is a town down south I did not even look into. I don't even understand how I missed it, but apparently I did. So we're going to head quickly over there and do a little bit of exploring because, hey, there might be something there within the town that could help me, you know? And plus the Empire lands, I've been struggling with those. So I thought, you know, how about a little town exploration? That sounds like a great idea. Go to Almeria. They know me because of my great deeds, so they're going to let me pass, which is always good. We pass through quickly. I could have cut this, but I'm almost there, so it's not a point. This way, up, past the castle, to the left. Left some more. Ah, you see that in the corner of the mini-map? That hill over here? Blosk is the town. And here we are in Blosk. Apparently there is no, there's no, like, indications as to what Blosk is, but that's okay. Looks like it has a bit of an outer wall. As a lot of these towns do, they have an outer wall. What is this? The Hall of Learning. I could have trained here. Well, at least I know this is here, so I don't have to walk all the way over there again. Because walking to Silver and back is really irritating, but at least I don't have to do it. So, let's see. What are they doing? It doesn't seem to want to talk to you. Small, powerfully built Moor takes a group of archer trainees through some rather grueling muscle building exercises. As they puff and moan, he comes over to speak with you. Welcome to this place of learning. I am Oliver. What sort of learning can you provide? Knowledge, everything in return for gold. And knowledge is what you'll need, so near the front. Seems to be that training requires more gold than effort. It's basic learning. It is. I know what a value was ever a game about cash or work, eh? Brilliant archer corporals to stand ready. You stand at the gates of knowledge that are about to swing open. Man, he's got an interesting personality. Where is the front? Even though we already know this. Just to the north of the Empire lands. Their army is not there at the moment, but their patrols and ready parties are in firm control. If you plan to head north, sharpen your sword and strengthen your mind. And then he turns from one to heap abuse on his trainees. He's like a drill sergeant. But when you live underground like this, really, you gotta drill in how harsh things are, I guess. Let's just get this out of the way, even though I know it's just an outer wall. What is this? The City Hall. Well, let's go see what the mayor has to say. But not before raiding his desk. There's nothing in the desk. Huh. You know, like, there's an archer over here. Bruce, you meet a heavy-set man with a chainmail jerkin and a bow slung over his shoulder. He shakes your hand. I'm Bruce, master archer and assistant to her ladyship. Are you busy? Well, I'm an archer much of the time. My skills are needed often enough. In addition, I've been friends with her ladyship and have assisted her with certain difficulties. How are your skills needed? Often I've called you to set ambushes, harass the Empire enemy, archers. What do you think of the mayor? A fine and noble woman, the greater the responsibility her job entails, the better she meets them. It's an honor to serve under her. So what difficulties are you having? Her ladyship and I are trying to find a spy. We recently found papers giving instructions to an unnamed party here to find what he or she or it could abort our defenses. We've had no luck learning who this letter was addressed to. If you'd like to assist your ladyship with this problem, speak with her. And if she asks your help, some advice, speak to Mondrian. I expect that he can help you in your quest. Well, this might be good for experience. Let's do it. A buxom blonde woman wearing a sash of always sits at the end of the table. She stands to greet you. I am Mayor Vicky of Blosk, high and esteemed mayor of the city of Blosk. You could call me Vicky. She plops that back down again. How does a mayor keep busy? What do you think? Running Blosk in all its glory. Well, how long have you been mayor for? Her chest heaves with an ample sigh. My job for the last 10 years. Before that, I was blissfully an innkeeper. Now I hold this city together and marshal its forces against the Empire. And of course I need to use all the resources I have. That is why I sometimes seek adventures to do a mission. Hint, hint. I take it that being an innkeeper was easier. Correct. I ran the inn here in town. Then I became the mayor back when it was not such a job. Then I had to leave the inn behind because my responsibilities as a leader absorbed my whole being. I'd drop it in a second, but for one thing, I seem to have a knack for it. Well, we've been looking for stuff to do. Then I'll be brief. Blosk has a spy within its walls. I want you to unmask him, her, or it. Ask Bruce about it, he can tell you more, and when you have evidence of the villain's identity, let me know. I would do nothing without absolute proof. Well, the sounds of it, we need to talk to people. And steal your stuff. course, it's not stealing because there's not a not yours sign on it. So, because of that, we can just take it freely and no one's going to care. And then sell it later for profit. Oh, you don't have one in there. Sad face. Pick! That was easy. I was expecting that to be harder. Oh, the lot difficult was 18. It was hard. But thankfully, I don't want to take that. What's in here? Nothing. What's in here? Nothing. What's in the chest? Ooh. I'll take that. They can't see me, so it's fine. Do you have a private storage? Was this it? You have that door under such lock and key, and there's nothing in it. Come on! I'm an adventurer. I need to find things that are locked and take the stuff within them. Sad face. And who are you? Come back. Who are you? You meet a large, affable man walking about the city and seemingly enjoying looking at everything. I'm Justin. Welcome, my friends and fellow travelers. Why are you so happy? I'm Justin, priest of the Temple of the Flying Spirit. There are so many temples. I'm not usually there, though. It seems a shame to be cooped up in a musty shrine when there is so much beauty outside the door. You look around. You aren't sure where the beauty is. How can you call this beautiful? Yes, beauty! We are the Flying Spirit of Wanderers, travelers determined to see the world and appreciate it as best we can. For example, I soon plan to shut up the temple and take a jaunt down to Patrick's Tower. Where's that? Even though I know where it is. Down to the south, led by the Patrick Art Maze, consider learning, blah, 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 blah. Beautiful place. Feel much ugly, it's true, but we also don't appreciate its wonders as well. Who will? We do travel, why do you bring that up? I wish to see much of Avernum. In particular, I wish to see a place called Grox Peninsula. If you can find, tell me how to get there. Much appreciated. Include what it is. Northeast Avernum. I'm not sure at all. I've been there. We found it. It's a bird for Fort Dranlon. Excellent, thank you. I can't go there, and of course, I have a daughter to look after, but someday. I can't give you much for your help, but I gave you some useful travel tips. Now, when you walk outside, you have a chance of finding alchemy ingredients. Oh. Okay. Cool. We have a chance of finding alchemy ingredients while walking outside. That may be useful. I might want to start doing, alchemy in general because of the fact that, it might be of some help. Hang on a minute. Who has alchemy, by the way? Fine herbs. Huh. Interesting. But, who has potion making? 3, 5... We don't have the ingredients. We might delve into that slightly. It would help to have healing potions. It might, So there's a spy within the walls, huh? Well, it might be good to just lockpick open every door and figure out who it is. Ooh. Free wine. I will take. Hardinay 85. Sounds like an expensive brand. Yep. Pick. What is this? Leith and Alessandri. I didn't find anything there. Ooh. Disarm it. Suspicious how this was trapped. Nothing in there. You find among the empty journals and works of fiction a sheaf of least notes from his travels. One of them mentions the Wand of Keranos Used during the hunt to make the prey more powerful. Hunters often need a challenge. Yeah. That one is not very useful. You find a lot of books and notes on stealth and espionage made by someone named Leith. You notice that one thing has been circled. Burning a paper does not make it forever unreadable. I think I know how to elicit words from such a damaged surface. Interesting. He found Leith's notes on his observations. He spent some time trying to find a spy in Blosk, hasn't had any luck. He does mention, however, that he expects an attack on the storehouses in Almeria is imminent and they should be searched. Have I been there? To the storehouses specifically. Have I witnessed the fight? What about in here? Oh, the hint in the other room. Oh, the coals of the oven are almost out. You notice resting the ashes near the edge, half of a sheet of paper. I'm going to look at it. Oh, I gotta find a way to make this readable. Again. I'm not doing anything wrong. So Leith had a way of making things that were unreadable readable again. Oh my gosh, I gotta find him. There's nothing of great interest inside. This oven is a business ledger. There's nothing useful within it. Nothing useful there. Nothing useful in there. Interesting how Bruce had the note. So we have to find a way to make this note legible. Huh. Aren't you that priest guy? You are. We have to find a way to make the note legible. Huh. How are we... No, I don't want to jump off the ledge. How are we going to make this note readable? Leith. I wish I... Crap, I wish I had taken, like... I wish I had taken notes of what that guy said. I can look it up later, though. But he basically is like that. He knows a way to make it readable. Temple of the Shadows. Huh. What are you about? This person in heavy black robes kneeling before the altar. Faces. I am Mondrian. May I ask what you're doing? I'm a priest of secrets. I don't understand what that means. Strength for what? Strength they can do to hide what they must. Confess their secrets to me. They give the strength to keep them. Pick is more divine, but since you have no thing, you could help me uncover this paper. You must know many secrets, perhaps about a spy. I am one who worships privacy. I ask you to respect mine. Even if I knew these secrets, they must rest in me. I can't tell you. We insist. He won't tell us. He's not going to tell us anything. How irritating. However, if we can find his home, we could probably get something out of him. What about you? My name is Saffron. How are you employed in Blosk? I'm going to get to that third part really soon here. I'm working as a sage at the moment. Do you have another occupation? I'm going to be a mage at the tower. There's no space for new students now, so I'm running by identifying and examining items. Which tower? Patrick's Tower. Biggest libraries in Avernum. We have a charged scroll here. Could you use magic to figure out what it says? She takes a scrap at her phone before me and looks at it. Yes, I can read it. It's a little trick I learned. Watch and learn. She waves her hands over the scrap and mumbles a spell. Parts of the scrap grow darker, others grow lighter. The ashes flake away, revealing some writing. It says, "A fool." A fool. She has no idea that her assistant is working against her. You! You little conniving, slimy... Before I confront him, will Mondrian have any more things to say? No. Alright. I say we confront the conniving weasel. Excuse me. She reads the paper. You turn to look at Bruce just in time to see him sprint for the door. The mayor shouts an alarm. He doesn't get far before a guard strikes him to the ground. He is bound and dragged off. When the tumult has ended, Vicky turns to you. Thank you. This is a terrible humiliation, but it is over. You will be rewarded. I will tell the castle the service you've done for me. I already have the higher security clearance, but that's okay. The experience is good. How are you getting along without Bruce? Much better. He was a traitor. He gave the enemy information about our defenses. He brought about the deaths of my men. I can't imagine why. Actually, I can. They must have offered to let him live after all the other Avernites were gone. Disgusting. His death is completely deserved. Awesome! Experience reputation boost. Well, that was pretty simplistic for a quest, but that is over with. Let's explore a bit more before I call it quits, because I'm curious about what's in the, the rest of this place. Ooh. The Patsy Arms. Sure to speak with you. She has a flute. My name is Alessandra. Do you play the flute? I was a traveling musician, but not of late. Living would stay with Leaf. Who's Leaf? My dear, dear friend. That is why I'm so worried. He was more of a sage, but lately his girlfriends grow very dangerous. What dangerous work? He's trying to find a spy in Blosk. Who was, I'm glad to say, exposed, but I was going on patrols, watching for Empire troop movements. He's very dangerous, and worry for him constantly. Would you play for me? She pulls the flute from her belt and plays a long, solid, elegant tune. She plays it sadly and flawlessly. Then she returns her flute to her belt. Thank you. I get little chance to travel and play Imperators too common. Aww. Sad face. Welcome, welcome. I am Patsy. A fine inn. What service can you offer us? A poor room for 5 and a fabulous room for 15. Depends on what you want to eat like lice. The finest grog in the great cave. Have some grog. She takes your coins and serves you up some powerful, somewhat drinkable mushroom ale, and it makes you feel wobbly. Yay, drunkenness. Awesome. So that's what that is. Okay. What is this? Food. Look at my blah, 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 blah. What sort of shop? Really? Good food and cheap Almerian wine. We'll take a bit. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And there's the temple. Okay, well that's enough of that. I'm not going to go into detail of all those people, but when we come back, I think what we might go about Empire Lands. But this is a good distraction and one that I welcomed. So I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye. Once I save. Because saving is important. Saved.